Good sports.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Breckenridge High School. We're having a great afternoon. We got a triple header of volleyball for you here between the Cowgirls and the Yellow Jackets. B team, and then we'll have the junior varsity and the varsity at about approximately 7:30 tonight. varsity match. Last time these two teams met up at the Hive in Perham, went to 5 sets. We'll see if there's a similar style of match tonight. And we're underway here in the B team game. Sorry, I'll get the North Dakota thoughts out of my mind as soon as possible here. Still waiting for the first point. Volley continues. Nice job by both of these young teams. And that will fall down for a kill for the Yellow Jackets. Not sure number 10 is. It's not on the roster, so we'll get that to you ASAP. And we need to turn on our scoreboard. I forgot to do that. That was the only thing I forgot to do today. So give me a moment and we'll get that score updated. It's now 2-0 in favor of Perham. Almost there, folks. All right, there you go, 2-0. That should do the trick right there. And the Cowgirls get on the board with that attack into the net. It's 2-1. And an ace serve there is the freshman Katie Hare. It's 2-2. The scoreboard in the gym went off. Now it popped back on. But it is indeed 2-2. That'll be a point for Breckenridge. 3-2 as the Cowgirls take the lead here. Once again, this is B Team Volleyball action live on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. As another point for the Cowgirls, makes it 4-2. So they get down 2-0. Now they've rattled off 4 straight here for the Cowgirls. Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, along with Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic out of Fargo and West Fargo, part of our Magnitude broadcast team, probably supporting every single broadcast, regardless of the two teams playing. And some of our other sponsors, including United Community Bank out of Perham, Denton, Frazee, EOT Insurance in Perham. And we don't want to forget about our friends in Breckenridge either, including Red River Grain, Superior Builders, State Farm Agent Amanda Frederick, as well as OSPTI in Hankinson, Fergus Falls, and Breckenridge. It's 5-2. That'll be a kill. I think that is Gabby Dykoff. But I'm not 100% sure. There's not a number 10 on there, but there's a 10 on the JV. So, Perham fans, if you're watching, you want to drop a comment on our Facebook or our YouTube, wherever you're watching, and let me know. I can be sure that I have it right. But 5-3 now. 6-3. Yeah, that'd be an ace serve, and I think we're just gonna do some general commentary here because I don't have these half of these jersey numbers for both teams on the B squad roster. I should reach out to the coach next time we do some varsity games just to make sure that we know who's out there. 7-3 in favor of the Cowgirls. Point for the Yellow Jackets. 7-4 as they cut the deficit down to 3. Another point for Breckenridge. And it's 9-4. When we got here today, we tried to adjust the camera to get the servers in, but the best adjustment I could make, push the camera all the way back against the wall, and unless I moved the wall, I couldn't go back any further, and I still couldn't get the servers on, so I have to just tilt it slightly. So I'm running this show solo tonight. And it's 12-6, Breckenridge. Push back over in 2, and the Yellow Jackets will get the point there. It's 12-7. 15-8 is the score now. And once again, you push those buttons too fast and they don't update. I need to tell myself to slow down when it comes to pushing the buttons. There's another point for the Jackets. 15-9. Lands out of bounds. It was not tipped. Point Breckenridge, 17-10. Once again, EOT Insurance and United Community Bank of Perham, Denton, Frazee. Just a few of our sponsors bringing you broadcast coverage of the Cowgirls and Jackets this early afternoon, I guess you could call it. There's a nice kill from the far pin. Van Watermolen with the kill. And it is 17-11. Also, Red River Grain, Superior Builders, and State Farm agent Amanda Frederick out of Breckenridge, as well as OSPTI with locations in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls. Probably cheering on the Cowgirls in today's matchup. And then our Magnitude broadcast team that includes Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union and Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic. 18-11 now in favor of Breckenridge here in B-Team Volleyball action live on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Hope you're having a great afternoon. My name is Mike, and I'm glad that you're tuning in today. Perham getting lucky, send that one back in two. Now they'll try again. That one floats over the tape and down for a kill. A little pass over the net there by Katrina Roberts. And the Jackets find themselves down 6. Another point for the Cowgirls, and it's 19-12. Once again, best of 3 here in sub-varsity volleyball. So back-to-back matches that are best of 3 sets for B and JV, and then the best of 5 varsity match at about 7:30 tonight. And the last time those two teams met, it took 5 sets to decide a winner. That one went to Breckenridge. Yellow Jackets looking to get a revenge win here on the road against the Cowgirls. That'll be a touch violation, point Perham. And we've had to do I guess you could call it a manual overhaul of our broadcast schedule due to the fact that North Dakota has suspended their winter sports season. Right now, the restart date is set for December 14th. We'll see if that gets extended or not. I'll be honest, I'm kind of crossing my fingers that it will restart on the 14th, but I have to be also honest in saying that I don't have my hopes up for that. Hopefully, Minnesota will keep their sports going, but we'll see about that too. some very unofficial talk from just people sharing opinions, thinking that something might happen in Minnesota. But as far as the sources that matter at this point in time, nothing coming down the pipes as far as cancellation, suspension, or anything like that. But that could change in 48 hours. It could change in 24 hours, 72 hours. You just never know who decides what. That'll be a point for Perham, 21-14. And of course for North Dakota, restarting on December 14th. If that does happen, teams have to get an X amount of practices in before they can get their first game played. And with December 14th start of practices and Christmas about 11 days after that, got a rotation violation here. The point will go to Perham. With Christmas coming about 11 days after that restart, you got the Christmas break to filter into that time window. And then you can finish out the rest of those practices and finally get your first game probably early first week or second week of January at best case scenario, and that's only if they do not extend that suspension in North Dakota. So we'll, like I said, we'll see what happens. And if North Dakota is suspended and Minnesota remains in action, then Magnitude will shift its broadcast coverage to Minnesota teams. And Minnesota will get 100% coverage until the North Dakota season starts back up again. Right now, the North Dakota games on our schedule, we highlighted them in blue. They're acting as placeholders on our schedule. That's another point for Perham. And what we plan to do is we won't remove the games from our schedule until we know for sure that that particular game is not going to be played. And then when we know that a game isn't going to be played, we will look at the Minnesota schedule and see who we can add for that day. So it's kind of like probably we won't know like who we're broadcasting more than 2 or 3 days in advance. Maybe. We might have a little bit more advance notice, but that's kind of where we're at right now as far as that's concerned. 23-17. Of course, for Breckenridge fans, your football team heading into the playoffs here this week, and it's going to be on Three Borders Sports Network. Good friend of mine, Raleigh Lipp, along with one of his color guys that he's worked with for a long time on radio and other ventures. We'll have the play-by-play on that on Three Borders Network, owned by a good friend of mine as well, Joe Schreiner. He's a great guy, and so Breckenridge fans will have 23-18, excuse me, timeout on the floor. We'll keep it right here. So Breckenridge fans, your football team will be on Three Borders Network for the playoffs for as long as they are in it, is how I understand it anyway. I believe they are going to cover quarterfinal, semifinal, as well as the section final if the Cowboys make it that far. And they're a pretty good team. They have a pretty good chance of making it that far, but when you get to the playoffs, you usually have some other pretty good teams you got to deal with as well. So we'll see how that all plays out for the Breckenridge Cowboys football team. Of course, coming up tomorrow here on Magnitude, we'll have the Frazee Hornets and Warroad. I always have trouble saying that, Warroad. Brad Anderson will have the call on the Frazee Warroad game. And then for the Yellow Jacket fans, you'll be playing the Park Rapids Area Panthers tomorrow at 6 o'clock. And that game will kick off live here on Magnitude at 6 o'clock with maybe a pregame at about 5:50, 5:55. Bob Roars will have the call on that football game. And we certainly appreciate everybody teaming up. And that one will fall short, or fall right in. I'll just be quiet and give a point to Perham. There we go, 23-19. And now it's set point for the Cowgirls, 24-19. So the Frazee Warroad game will kick off at 5 o'clock. So if you want to get a little bit of football action in before the Yellow Jackets take the field at 6, you certainly can do that if you'd like. So Frazee Warroad at 5 o'clock here on Magnitude Sports tomorrow, and then Perham Park Rapids area at 6 o'clock. And be sure to stay alert to our website, as games recently have had a habit of changing start times at the last minute. And that will win it for Breckenridge in set 1. 25-20 in the first set. Not a bad set here for these two teams. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come back here with the set number 2 right after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers more money for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Tom about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
Opening a bank account is great, except you have to go to the bank, sit with a banker, sign a mountain of paper, leave with a mountain of paper, and finally, after your entire lunch period is over, you have a new account. Not anymore. At United Community Bank, we know there was a better way. Opening a new account is now fast, easy, and completely online. Open a checking or savings account today, right now, on your phone, tablet, or PC by visiting ucbankmn.com. Your time matters, and so does how you bank. United Community Bank, your community bank. Perham, Frazee, Dent, member FDIC.
Superior Builders in Breckenridge specializes in post-frame buildings with 25 years worth of knowledge and experience in the post-frame industry. Licensed and insured, Superior Builders offers pre-engineered commercial buildings, farm shops, hobby buildings, and storage buildings. Superior Builders also offers a 40-year paint warranty and lifetime column warranty. Superior Builders in Breckenridge, building your dream to last. 701-238-7740. That's 701-238-7740. When is the last time you reviewed your insurance coverages? Are you sure they are keeping pace with things in your life that may have changed? Now more than ever, it is important that you have the right coverages in place. Your local State Farm agent, Amanda Frederick, is here to help answer your insurance questions and provide a free comparison to your current policies and coverages. She has a fully licensed and local team ready to assist. Stop in or call for a free policy comparison. State Farm agent Amanda Frederick, proud to support Cowboy and Cowgirl athletics. Welcome back. 25-20 in favor of the Cowgirls here in set 1 in this best of 3 set B-team volleyball match live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We're having a great afternoon. Let me click a couple buttons here. There we go. It is now 1-0 in favor of Perham. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by a Magnitude broadcast team that includes Dr. Tiffany Johnson of Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo, as well as Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. And there's another point for the Yellow Jackets. Probably supporting every single matchup, regardless of the two teams playing here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, and we certainly appreciate their support. I also want to say thanks to our Perham and Breckenridge sponsors, including EOT Insurance in Perham, along with OSPTI in Breckenridge, Hankinson, and Fergus Falls, Superior Builders in Fergus Falls, United Community Bank in Perham, Dent, and Frazee, as well as Amanda Frederick, State Farm Agent here on Minnesota Avenue in Breckenridge, as well as Red River Grain. We certainly appreciate all their support for making this particular matchup possible, and independently for your two respective teams possible here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. And it's 4-0 now in favor of Perham. Oh, chase down the ball into the far corner of the gym. Down here a handful of times over the years, broadcasting various sports in Breckenridge. And it's always a fun time coming down here, whether it's volleyball or whether it's basketball. And did our first, or me personally, I did my first football game down here in Breckenridge this season, actually. So we have a short delay of action on the floor here. So I don't think it's an official timeout. Usually when it's a timeout, they huddle on the sideline, but. And the serve will put us back into action here. That'll be a double touch. Or net violation, I guess is what they're calling it. I think both of them happened. The net violation must have come first. It's 5-3 as a result. Jackets have the lead. Once again, you're watching B-Team Volleyball action live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. My name's Mike. Hope you're having a great afternoon. And for Perham fans, you're having a great set two. And for Breckenridge fans, you had a great set one. As the Jackets double up on the Cowgirls here. In every volleyball game that I've been to in this particular gym, there's only been one varsity match that has ended in 3 sets. And there's only been one B-team match that ended in 3 sets, and there's only been one JV match that has ended in 3 sets. Every other match of any level has gone to the maximum in sub-varsity, or to at least 4 in varsity. And the way this one looks right now, if the Cowgirls can't rattle off a few points and take a lead here, and we might see the 3rd set in this one. I mean, it's still a little early to say that for sure, but Perham definitely showing that they have a little bit of momentum, and there's one reason why. 7-4. Of course, I want to say thank you to Chad Fredrickson, the activities director / athletic director here at Breckenridge High School, for allowing us to come down and tag team with Three Border Sports Network to provide the Cowgirls with as much volleyball coverage as the two of us possibly can. 7-5. And if North Dakota stays on a suspension, I was talking to Joe earlier today, and I shot the idea at him. It's like, why don't the two of us team up for the basketball season too? And he's like, well, let's see how North Dakota goes, and we might be able to do that. So we'll see how North Dakota goes, I guess. 7-6 is our score now. That'd be a lift. Double touch. 8-6 now in favor of Perham. I think from now on, I'll just say that'll be a touch violation. Out of bounds on the attack, and that will go in favor of Perham, and they retake a 3-point advantage at 9-6. Once again, whether you're a Yellow Jackets fan or a Cowgirls fan, we certainly appreciate you tuning in this afternoon for B-Team Volleyball on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Junior varsity to follow, and the varsity match coming up here at about 7:30 tonight. If I've been paying attention to the Perham schedule, they have 2 losses, and one of them was to Breckenridge. The other one was to Barnesville. And then 2 days later, Perham would sweep Barnesville, and both of those games were played in Perham. And so last Thursday, Barnesville pretty much dominated Perham, and then it was Saturday, Perham pretty much dominated Barnesville, which kind of threw me for a surprise. Like, I expected both of those matches to go to 4 or 5 sets. I did not expect them to be one-sided like they were. That's 9-9 now as the Cowgirls have tied it up. Breckenridge still at 1 loss. And that 1 loss came to Barnesville. Game we had for you here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network a little over a week ago. As Cowgirls will take the lead now. Home team with the advantage in the match and an advantage in the set now with a 1-point lead. That serve will go down in the books as an ace. $11-9 and a timeout on the floor. We'll take a timeout as well. We're back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
No matter what time of year, a farmer's relationship with Red River Grain never changes. Red River Grain works shoulder to shoulder with area farmers, drying, cleaning, and marketing your grain to attain the highest possible profit for you. Red River Grain has been saving farmers more money for years, rewarding them with reasonable prices on purchases and fair deals when they sell. Talk to Kelly or Tom about the many services they offer. Red River Grain in Breckenridge. Call 643-3738.
All right, welcome back. Broadcast coverage is also brought to you by OSPTI in Breckenridge, Fergus Falls, and Hankinson, EOT Insurance, United Community Bank, of Perham Bank and Crazy, Superior Builders in Breckenridge, State Farm Agent Amanda Frederick in Breckenridge, and our Magnitude broadcast team, Dr. Tiffany Johnson of Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo, and Sean Carlson of Town and Country Credit Union. Make home happen this winter with Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. Back to action here in set 2. And it is now 12-9 in favor of Breckenridge. Once again, to learn more about the sponsors you've heard about in today's broadcast, go to msportsnet.com. Right on the home page, click on their logo and it'll take you to their website and or social media page. And if you want to book an appointment with Sean, you click on his logo on our website, take you right to the website, right to the page of his website where you can get started with the home loan application, and that particular link will give Sean credit. Specifically, you will get Sean as your representative, and you will not get anyone else as long as you click on that link on our website. I've known Sean for a little over a year now, and he's a really good, or almost a year now, I should say. He's a really good guy. I met him this past summer when COVID struck both the North Dakota and Minnesota sports world, and pretty much the rest of the country too. And somehow, some way, Legion Baseball went to Senior Babe Ruth, and they had a season, and it started about maybe 12 days later than intended. It's now 14-10. These buttons would work. That'd be awesome. Okay, let's see here. Let's try it again. Should be 14-10. Okay, there we go. Now it's 15-10. It's gonna work this time. Awesome. So I met Sean at a summer baseball game this year, and that's how that relationship started. Of course, actually meeting with the president of Fargo Post 400 this Sunday, so we're going to lock in some dates for baseball schedule, which could include, and I'll be honest, I'm kind of pumped up about this one, but that could include some trips for magnitude to follow Fargo Post 400 baseball down into Las Vegas, Nevada to play some games. Now, that's not 100% official. That's just a rumor. But I'm excited about the potential rumors. So we'll see if that happens or not. Like I said, it's not official yet. But it could happen. 15-12. Nice ace serve there to make it 15-13, and the Perham Yellow Jackets get a couple closer. They had the lead for most of this set. Breckenridge took the lead at 11-10, and they haven't given it up yet. But they're close to giving it up now, as the Jackets are one away from knotting up at 15. Those watching on our Facebook page, thank you very much. For those watching on our YouTube page, thank you very much. 16-14 as the serve goes into that, giving the Cowgirls another 2-point advantage. We'll get a rotation into the lineup here for the green, and we were here on, let's see here, what day is today again? It is Monday. We were here on Friday the 13th, and it was the Battle of the Greens on the Green Station in a green gym. Breckenridge and Frazee. Usually I color code my rosters. It was really hard to keep stats in that particular matchup. I did go with a dark green and a light green shade of green on my printed out rosters, but that didn't help as much as I thought it would, so. Nice push over the net there. Two-handed push over to give the Perham Yellow Jackets their 15th point of the set. Or at least, yeah, okay. So, okay, they took the point away from Perham and gave it to the Cowgirls, so it is actually 17-14. And now with that serve, it is 18-14. They originally put it up on the scoreboard in the gym as a point for Perham, and we matched it, and then they changed their mind. Oh, just barely got over the net. Nice serve. Those are, if you can do that frequently, that's a sign of a really good server. And if you can do a serve like that in your early years of high school volleyball, then watch out future varsity teams. We'll say we'll leave it at that. 19-14. That one goes in the net. 19-15 is our score. Now, volleyball fans, you might like this one here. Usually, you know, a lot of, I guess you could say a lot of people are more into like boys basketball, football, probably the two more popular sports that we broadcast here on Magnitude Sports. Not necessarily by our personal opinion or personal preference, but just by the amount of viewers that we get on those games and compared to other games. But this past Saturday when we covered the Red River Rough Riders and the Cheyenne Mustangs, the state qualifier in the EDC volleyball tournament, well, that set a new record for viewers on Magnitude Sports. Prior to that match, we had a couple football games break into the upper 2000s. We had a basketball game between the Thompson Tommies and the Hillsborough Central Valley Burros that went into double overtime, and we had about 2,700 viewers for that one. But the new record now has been set by the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders, as we had 4,229 people watch that volleyball match, and that is the most of any broadcast of any team of any sport, North Dakota or Minnesota. So Minnesota, I know you like your football here, and we've had some good numbers on our football games. Maybe invite some friends to watch our games online tomorrow. We have two playoff games for you on the Minnesota side. Frazee and Warroad kicks off at 5 o'clock. Brad Anderson will be in Frazee on the rooftop of Frazee High School. I'll be there running the camera for Brad. And then Bob Roars and one of our best camera people on the team, Annika, will be in Perham for the Yellow Jackets matchup with the Park Rapids area Panthers, and that game will kick off at 6 o'clock. So the Frazee Warroad game kicks off at 5, and the Yellow Jackets / Panthers will kick off at 6 o'clock. And both of those games live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Is match point for Breckenridge. They send it over and they win it. And that'll be your final score, 25-20 and 25-15. As the two teams will wave at each other and now wrap this one up. Once again, you can find us online and our Twitter, our Facebook, and all that cool stuff. Matter of fact, last time I looked, we were 11 followers away from 2,000 on our Twitter page. So there's 11 of you out there. That would be about a little less than half watching right now at this moment that want to follow us on Twitter and get us to that 2,000 mark. That'd be awesome. We thank you for that. And certainly gotten a lot of attention on our Facebook page, and we thank you for following us and liking us there as well. And then you can, of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel, click on the bell, select your alert preference and all that cool stuff, and you can email us at msportsnetlive@gmail.com. We're going to wrap this one up. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the junior varsity match. Once again, your final score here in this one, Cowgirls 2-0, 25-20 and 25-15. Junior varsity volleyball coming up in about 15 minutes live here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be back in a moment.